Jidi say BBI okay. Me try it here for so.
At here for so Joe so pa. The last time I see ABC ne say BBI boko say no man dey go.
Nyame adom BBI okay. Just say ejima untimi nyana 100%. Otwe ha kakra na ha short. On the sports here major problem is sikasem.
Sikasem.
Inti but your boy homode. Your boy homode.
Okay. I will share join your Facebook no so Rainbow Radio 87.5 or comment be a fatu video na say na yanken kan fama. Your WhatsApp line is here 0500-875-875. Na me mo tie focus say ba interview no kase say ne dia. Me sports for no omo me ababa wo nyina wa ha winter gina ha nshira ba wa ha Mr. Stanley KG wo nyina ebe wana interview na ya kama Rashid dia ne dia no de sha ase no. Will you want to start from that tangent ana yankomra? Question odishia onu. Oh. Ose akonya base your sports minister obeye.
Yes, every year man. It say if the time is right and then the condition is right, why not? You will be a person board man. Nye bibi amadwen ho for now, but Nyankopon mre ne na yemre.
But say banner time near writing koana and you
yes, I've had that opportunity before, but at that time I feel said the time wasn't right. I say time is right now and
regime baby.
But yeah, so.
Okay. Rashid the assemble anyway. But yenimsa Paris 2024 Olympic game babaso. Ya ho bobo ane ade to say towards that.
Most of the time we say athletes na ya individual federations na make us prepare one.
Yes.
And yenso at Olympic committee no e bia sika kakra between the amount be prepare one athletes and in terms of ahomboabo and most of the information e be national federation.
Okay.
Yeah, what per se ne say bia wo ma ye de one need to on so and say wo ma mremi ya ye no wo ma ye yi ye hwe ne omo ye. Wo hwe sport say bia boxing any volleyball any cycling no more. These are disciplines, any swimming, weightlifting, any judo. These are disciplines I expect at least just like the last Olympic Games mutimi ko you know GD say with the more GOC here the man of course the more ministry for the man so e bia almost betimi qualify until athletes be qualify mo dey you know athlete preparation for now the American say regional national federations no so
okay nti omo ahoboabo no na Ubo boxing so ma memfa abrante ese agima de enumere mu ma oprekwan nansi yete se Ghana ni bi asore pa boxing wo bon wadre sa afi na ba ye simpani on da boxing anu wo mema ko kasa so peso kuma Ghana de age so no ba na se also the application books or be patches said you now you afi yes enche Olympic Games be baso you be here and not that you could that sorry yes also at CSC or be ba or be kwama CC kwam say o Ghana ha me bo o Ghana ne o to body ya to tun ne ba ira ya to tun bi resa any could be we know that who play role in that
exactly
freeze bones it's not easy being a freezy
freezy aba
okay
freezy anopeya me no kase omo airport omo check in say omo ko Dakar Senegal akoye Olympic qualifier a team I make us member year 7 and a man year 5 me mo dear my empire bwana say me hope ne say at least you been about 5 Olympic qualifiers if we Senegal. There are 2 other opportunities I'm waiting for Olympic qualifiers. Into Ituminya 5 free ha we share team ekosisia obi say Samuel Techi and Kaho Abraham Mensah and so on Kaho. These are potential these are potential Olympic materials. Into your mobile mako Italy so for another qualifier. It mean ya be 2-3 become 5 now me expect somebody qualify that can I just say this time Olympic Games here kono at least be 8 boxers and echo and hopefully no and yeah 1 medal like we need the last Olympics no but it be one have be 3 and 4 medals in be free boxing.
Okay, but boxing yeah about Olympic Games in this idea it me Ghana Lawrence pa dia mo sheda de money you look at other disciplines but if you are mobile mind no some special attention be focus be said be ya nim say ahade obi be say ye cash cow nie e betimi ama ye bibi
exactly kwabna at the GOC no for years he himself boxing a cash cow the MD account say at least CCR with Honorable Yusuf and the current chief director Mr. Katino almost Matias say boxing a cash cow into ministries also yeah whatever they can to make sure say at least your boxers now prepared not only for Olympic Games but when him say your African Games I will have next year March honomo and me GD say if we put together a 26-member boxing team, every weight category of boxers may compete, or meet me winning gold medal. In the African Games, he cried about Hano. Say Ghana pursue winning medals and at least guaranteed medals in a particular sporting discipline. Me did say boxing. That's one thing I be a CCR ministry area and many ajihopa. Into I be a sika kakra GOC be nyama na be a ministry so the one they account. I think say this time around the boxers na enya some of the best treatment on which me currently in year about 3 of them are more GOC scholarships so every man be omunya be 9,000 Ghana cedis. Say my last time no one share me catch on say so scholarship means end. It is a wood to me qualify for Olympic Games at least after the next Olympic Games. Me hope say at least you bet me your best 6 boxes. I had 1 or 2 scholarships so. Now so one on your be $9,000 9,000 Ghana cedis a month.
Every month.
And then I want to me vanya. Want to me to be co-train. Want to me do a be show home. Ama nya say open specialized coach. Kwa na so person ko competition bia e bia aban nye scam. Want to me to yade ko. Inti I'm hoping say be a boxing. Omu free after the next Olympic Games. I'm hoping say they keep climbing and climbing. I'm at the next Olympic Games. Omo as usual no. Omo no beti Ghana nipa.
Na ye kasa nso bibi koso wo Ghana ha no Africa Para Games koso wo Ghana ha. Wo se Ghana fo nyina hu, Ghana fo nyina ate, na Ghana fo nyina aka ho asem. We the maiden edition. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I have to say president to crown for Africa para your friends say
Mr. Samson Dean.
Or you Ghana Samson Dean or you Ghana and I say Abba Ghana ha. You several other African countries or Mabekaya who you know so I say
Ekoyi. In fact, my member Ura Mr. Samson Dean Abasopa or here such huge continental game you be Ghana had until once you're first time and answer when I will take initiative no it's a very difficult so far no it's been excellent we had the opening ceremony it was perfect and now because here disabled tennis for training here they are no pay and more year opening ceremony for disabled tennis it's excellent we share basis our arranging the hotels you use as Games Village you know and I'm African region for lunch and I'm who so Congo DR for a team no one more busy near the Kushia we know so Lisa Hotel just arrangement as something new on any team now and I think say also you'll be a banner so definitely you can't do these games without small challenges and I'm happy say whenever the challenges come something honorable judge no they live up to it and then immediately these things are solved. It's a good initiative and I'm hoping say be the able body game that is the African Games proper no we are picking a few lessons from the paraphone here but I think we'll have something the papa
okay until oshe performance yemrantie nso puti up no obeka say that enidas wo
in fact in terms of para sports no I think say Ghana is one of the best in Africa you know I have no doubt say at the end of the tournament Ghana will come up tops
okay until after this no obi besiana are we going to leverage on the be free way mu aba no say the be boa in our para sports development going forward
if we don't leverage Kwabna, I don't know the kind of nation we are because when you say just after the Paris Olympic Games the Para Games at least now mobile be winning medals and at least don't qualify for Hano we need to really prepare them very very well the last Para Games I say we for high jump and our baby we could have won a medal. I'm hoping say with this preparation from Hano the para games just after the Paris 20 able body games it should be able to bring medal for Ghana
and then udin komo say nafi akofa ba the issue of sikasem support and sponsorship for these types of games and as disciplines are we making any progress? Said yetimi atwe African, you know, aba Ghana through para games here. And I was reading about countries about South Africa, Angola, Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, Zambia, Rwanda, Kenya, all these. And our president, we are seeing, you know, that no crap, Ebe Kasa was saying and all that. How we support these disciplines going forward? Sikasemu need this sponsorship thing.
I think every opportunity to compare ourselves to the rest of Africa is good for us as a nation. Only a few of the delegation or member only interact here, you get the sense of how much their countries are supporting them in their endeavor. I've had occasions many minister, a few of them are born common. So every occasion one thing I make say a high empire is the support, financial support to athletes. Athletes apart from maybe a mobile football. We virtually leave them on their own, and you can't blame anybody. Your budget type in terms of sports ministry, it's very small, and you work very high market product like a blasters into a mobile 1, 2, 3 matches and HSE sports budget now as some. What we should be doing, which me who say Abba is taking the initiative, is to have a very and I say a very reliable source of funding for your sports. And that is being captured in the sports bill. What ABA in the past we failed to do was to, like CC and Yomoye for ABA National Health Insurance and I say get funding. We need to have a steady flow of resources into your sports funding. And the only way you can have a steady flow is by taxing and I say putting in place taxes on some of the products. For instance, say alcohol, cigarette money at the end. If we can tax them a bit, and then there's a steady flow of revenue from these taxes to fund your sports winner. Now say we are sports betting, a baby beer, and mama or beer betting. This is one area, so you between the task so that at least the ministry can have these funds and then they can channel them into the sports development. Baby ni ho wiase baby ni ho a wo ka say aban kwa and develop sports. That is why I make say yenso are the GOC and you also here in terms of be near ma athlete scholarship and as a federation kra near ma usikani adien. We do that. The ministry who said it's been very good. At least federations core ministry or more sikano me who said sikano is forthcoming. What we haven't also done is also encourage these national federations say mwankasa on your own. You should be able to go out there and reach out to sponsors. And it's a GOC mamo kakra and as a ministry so mamo kakra. Wankasa as a national federation, you should also be able to have sponsors. So in doing that, you need to make your sports attractive, because no brand manager will want to be associated with a sponsor and you're attractive. So you need to build up your brand. Indeed, this is one area Mecca said will be encouraging the national federations to also do. Make your brand attractive. Say a squash crowd, you need to create something around it. A potential sponsor will want to be associated with that brand. That is the only way we can solve our problem. No matter how much Sikai be American ministry for being a sports budget and as be a GOC in Suyebenya Edema Federation, it would definitely not be enough. The individual national federations also have to prove to us that almost they have sponsors and they are making money or they are getting money from potential sponsors. To me, I think we should get our sports going. But this idea is not a good picture.
Okay. Ben Nunoo Mensah na AD and Komo exclusively I no pay your jumedi. So on the president Emma Ghana Olympic Committee no ya bobo bebre. So currently we are looking at Africa Para Games koso ewo enkran hano. In your candid opinion, and we made the world buy your food. And I want you to be very objective about it. The media, sports journalists, in general, Ghana, these para games are also and the light are shining on Ghana. Are we promoting it enough? Are we talking about it enough from where you sit? Do you feel are we giving it the needed attention that is supposed to be given? Sunday, open ceremony bars and how beautiful it was. Many people don't even know say BBC Koso.
I think the media haven't done enough to throw the light on the game. In fact, my name is Samson Dean Airborne Common, and I asked him how he's engaged in media. Apparently, my idea, but as usual, I'm say media for never Ghana were too much football bias. No matter no matter how much or how well you prepare them for these other disciplines. Your core media for would easily follow a football match, even or go to a football press conference, even when there's no solly, they'll still go because the things say football news,
football.
You know. The other sporting discipline, we try to coerce the media by even then. The kind of mileage or the other sporting discipline, me feel say is not enough, and it's showing with the para games. So this is the whole of Africa.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure say. Anka ABI both football primary schools na African no museum no mobile football anka the kind of media attention and bema it will be much higher than near the para games. Into that's one area make us say media for into me MPJ home to the 100% level but that's understandable. I think say what we also haven't done in the past is to educate media on the rules and regulations and also about the other sporting discipline. But you see, it's a two-way thing. Because Obibeka said, even when there's no Premier League football match, if there's nothing football match happening in Ghana, a media man will go outside Ghana. If you know, call you back, boy, so why don't you also chase these people if they are not coming to you? You know, it's your responsibility to develop the sports. It's not only
feed them with the information, your progress.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's what most media guys have complained to me. But and I make her say, even when if they are not forthcoming, if there's no football news, Uzbekistan, primary school, so Mr. Meka said, look, even if these federations are not forthcoming, you should also chase them. You know, because there's a lot of content. For instance, you call a booking boxing arena, boxers. No, the kind of content that was created, it's unbelievable. This is a content that any media house can use for like a week. So, they are doing their best, but there's too much inclination towards just one sporting discipline, which is not helping the development of the other sports.
Yes. You have a point, general, because me from Sunday neighbor say me a media person nibia, but me follow MZ Rainbow na me tell someone where I Abranti bi aye interview and from Monday neighbor Rainbow na me tell some one interview no about we na
the president can we the media we are there to let's say look for information. But here in the case, apart from Ben Nunoo Mensah in the Wofia, our GOC president, anytime be the communicator about the information or creative platform for the media. This Paralympic committee president, something then, I said, oh, you're selective. Media. I mean, talking about the radio station and the TV station. That is why I must send that discussing. You understand? The publicity to the they also have to do something.
Okay.
When the production team say, information be information be so information, but we can't create our own story.
Exactly, you chase them, and then you know. Ora something you'll be so a very, very media friendly. If you said Bibina actors who baby, then I think is I'm sure he's one person media. Winter he's one person, you're very, very media. You know, set up and access structures and Uncle Yujuman failing. Of course, when you do this, there are challenges. I'm sure he's noted some comment.
Support
yesterday we have an interview with Ali Jara. We call Bucho in Kabwe because we want the information. We want to feed our listeners a lot of information.
Yeah, but Winter, how many of you media people were even at the opening ceremony? The Rainbow sent somebody. Meanwhile, if it was a football winner, you would have been there. We should blame ourselves if BI sports don't go down. Me as an administrator, who as a media person, will be also a buyer and also be so a corporate sponsor. we all need to take responsibility. Everybody has to do the part. Oh, I agree, say, but what's what you have to say, at least if it was a football event, even without invitation.
Only accreditation, Kranon, Kabo, and I'm hard to say, we no, I went to Becca, so, what do you now? Imagine how corner the only accreditation, Mr. Nunoo Mensah background. Thank God, anyway, we all have a role to play. Ebraya pesi sports on it. Talking about muko buko boxing arena na muko sra. Ehona muko sra ama amateur boxers.
Yes, that's where they are.
Okay. Muko ya no na enhihye te say bibia kwasu ye ho.
Oh, it's good. I think the boxing presidents wayade which normally omeba ko Olympic game need to win a medal because they camped, at least they campaign one for a long time, and this time around so Mijidi said with the kind of camping period of Dakar na, I expect no less than 5 qualifiers to the Olympics.
Okay, not less than 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very confident, and we have a solid team. If you see Bukum Bangu Bakraka, he's an excellent. And
okay, join your Facebook and also videos and pictures. Are you ready? Now one hour she shall gloves here.
I'm saying back up the own say. Ben I caught in there, Libya or Shiamia Bontia, pa. Xboxer.
Wow.
So,
join your Facebook and also Rainbow Red 87.5. Wait, Mr. Ben Nunoo Mensah, call Bukum Boxing Arena Honomono. Beautiful. No, I didn't gloves out. Now what don't say me? Of course, he is expecting not less than 5 boxers to qualify for a Olympic Games.
At least for Dakar, there are two opportunities here between the boxers who are qualify. Into Omokoba, we're working something out with the French embassy. They've been very supportive, and then Mamimbo Nada, Julian Abasso from the French embassy. They've been very supportive of sports development. We are now saying they flew track and field for Neko camping of France, at the cost of the embassy. And there are plans to also be no many opportunity to your boxers and to also go and camp. And I think the French embassy is doing very well for sports development in Ghana.
But the man wanted to intimidate you.
Oh, so no. Send us up a sub mom knockout punch.
But here, boxing, Obibeka say individual sports discipline. Most of the work, and as a majority of the work, sometimes depend on the boxer. How disciplined the person is, and how serious or better professional or no wafana. To what extent, and sometimes boxers and only sometimes their personal indiscretion near the affected like Bravo person pushing on. As one also is not making himself ready and answer to support the push. Now I hear BB or to what extent I am
it really affected the development of boxing. Yeah, boxing talent is good, especially Bukum. Now you have no idea. Boxing talent here, it's unbelievable. But most of these boxers are indisciplined. Most of these boxers, umunya sources kakrebi na so mu peja enyanko peja on kakrebi na fa ontimu. Inti ni obeke bia na se ni coach beke bia oban se do baby so training cry na onko. If we can get these boxers to be disciplined, that's why I've always insisted. Say, look, at least a certain level of education. As much as Omoko boxing, we also need to encourage these children to be in school. Inside a catchment area. A few of them will also be Omoko to the senior high school near there. If we can encourage them to be in school as well as be on boxing, I believe say because to be a successful boxer and as a sports person and an athlete, you need to be disciplined. Number one, you need to be committed to maybe our training schedule and all the things I be performing. But then mo pija kakrebi na akoyese na official wabeye kese enti ni coach cry na kasa cry unti I hope so if we're able to do that, put a little bit of discipline into your boxing catchment area now.
Okay, Rashid Semi Musa, will he support any agenda to construct a specialized stadium to host activities related to parasports?
Exactly. I mean, why not? But I say parasports also needs a special facility. Paraphone assessing your sporting facilities never sometimes it's a challenge. You know, if there's a way you bet to me yes, our facility, then we can focus on developing parasports. There's so much talent in parasports, especially last week I heard basketball. You can't believe it.
Para for about basketball.
Oh, you can't believe talent. And then there's another sports. I mean, who's a para for boy. For now, the NG skate soccer. You know, so I could be that or tennis court or cross court. So these are disciplines that make us be a Ghana Nankasa. We have a competitive advantage. Into to be developed on Caribbean at international level, we need to focus on get something special facility for development of para sports.
Ora Kwabena J say, good morning, brother Kwabena. For the few years I have lived in Ghana, I've realized that our lesser known sports, i.e. boxing, the women football, the junior levels, have been bringing Ghana medals and cups. Ironically, we do not pay attention to these sports. Rather, we focus on something that has never given us anything for the past 30 years. As the president for me, isn't it about time we shift at least 40% of the attention we give to the Black Stars to these other sports? Let's spread it across and give ourselves some few years to see the outcome.
Kwabra, on crossing 40%, we can say just 5%.
Hey.
Just 5% of attention and resources in the Black Star. The rest of all the other sports in this.
5 for pay.
Yes, just 5%.
Wow.
Will be enough. 5% of your resources and attention, and because attention, when you know the way we project Black Stars and as a projective football, ministry for GOC for buying our sponsors, no, the necessary resources now they map Black Stars on just give 5%. But it's also understandable. So see it to me a supportive Black Stars. It is a brand now one when I say you just support one, I say a tiba format. It's very difficult to push up a brand again. If you have a good brand, I say in bad times, you still need to be supporting it. Men can say because Black Stars for in winning any medal and also mean winning any BNC, you just see the amount of support. You join us and more tiba format, it will be very difficult to get back to the top. Until let's continue supporting them. But it should not be at the detriment of the other sporting disciplines who need just about 5% of what we give to the Black Stars.
Just 5%.
Just 5%.
Wow.
So that's all they need. And they will be bringing them. Already they are not getting close to make us say they only get maybe about point percent. And they are bringing medals. Of the not only resource, more make us a ministry for an GOC for an asa bank one. 5% of whatever each and every one of us is doing for the Black Stars. Let's do it for the other sporting disciplines. Omo chukwa no so mo ba na so maku winning medal Kroko airport crowd pressman be any ho. So this is it discourages the boys and girls. But meanwhile be a Black Star call baby na say one here omo place fourth crowd dey Kroko airport. Na media for na ministry for NSA for GOC for dey you know. But the other disciplines go and win. Nancy judo for equal tournament. I think said it was in Dakar. They did so well. They won medals. Who were at the airport? And Anope, your boxers no equal Dakar to go and do the Olympic qualifiers. I've just spoken to Yapo Fankra just to have an idea how many media people ever. Meanwhile, Jojo had put out their media office had put out the news out there. It was Black Stars and I say it was EBB related to football. You have seen the media. Let's give 5% of the attention we give to the Black Stars to the other sporting discipline. And I'm sure they will not disappoint you.
Sammy B say, good morning, Kwabena. The last time you guys discussed something about the disabled people that went to Nigeria and were manhandled. Some of them said even the wheelchair they use have been as old as Adam. But we know that these para games also go with logistics. How are we supporting them for those who uses the wheelchair and other items. And here other items, he mean like ubiane gadget support no equipment exactly. Yes. So how are you supporting them? He wants to know.
I think in terms of equipment,
okay.
You know, and then I think the ministries also gave them a concession equipment but you know there are no taxes on them. They were cleared immediately. They landed at the port. I think in terms of equipment, with the support of the minister, things have been very good.
Okay. Your name no mami nyusu kwesi na mpacho mempase mbia. Do you know that these Black Stars players are very rich and everyone want to move towards a place where there are riches? So no wonder journalists, people within the sports fraternity all move towards the Black Stars.
No, I don't think so. I think
that
some
place
of
is sweet.
Black Star players in Mahomska, they don't give them anything. The journalists just enjoy going to talk about football because that is their comfort zone. He can talk so much about football. Referee Jumano, Unim coach is more than a coach. So I think it's because they are comfortable with that, but because of money.
Okay. Jack, because I think I saw your message but I say Brimeni so but along the line Mensabe Kanaf in Nediaba. Okay, in passing about the 2024 African Games because we Ghana. Anyway, you want to share that? Eventually next year
in 2024. So initially it was going to be August of 2023.
Okay.
But then say there's so much challenges with between the AU, Anoka and the UXA. AU4 the owners of the game. International sports and so Anoka and UXA for any organization. You know, so there's no understanding until His Excellency Nanado in Ethiopia. And once things got sorted out, we've lost a lot of time until there was a need to postpone it to this year. We'll still have a few things also here to be able to host the kind of games I hope that Nancy and Minister were very, very wild in trying to push everybody to make sure and is being done. I hope by March, we should be ready for the games.
Okay. We know Ben Nunoo Mensah na AD and Komo. In fact, enche yaneni besi no akoto ne dwumadi so esansa no pay uduru ha no asoshe wo mpa but wanya bre e dia ma yentina we will always be grateful to him yada na sepa wonebre but couple of messages na I don't know maybe American 2-3 bi na waka bom na we anu ama na afi wi a the chat no yede aba. Mr. Derek say good morning Kwabna. One thing I find very intriguing in Africa is our traveling arrangement. Do you know it is very difficult to get to some African countries as a team when you are going to undertake a sporting discipline? That is a challenge that needs to be worked on. Otherwise, our sports people will always face challenges. His has to do with, according to your own, some, I'll say OPK from Amasaman. And you say, blah, 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 blah. The first, good morning to the GOC president. Does it lie within their domain to be scouting for talent? Because I need help in terms of table tennis and boxing. Okay, I don't know if you do that work, but I think that will have something to do with the federations and all that.
Exactly. National federation, it's not within your mandate.
Okay.
It's entirely national federation issue.
Okay. And then, okay. And when Subusa say, sometimes assessing some of these federations is not easy. I mean, the associations, the federation now is right, so don't worry. How does one get to know them so that maybe if you have a talent, you can be discovered? Okay, echo. Message on also at the brain, president.
Well, talent I call be one at a school. So only school crana so in the community. I'm sure say football talent, say table tennis, you play within your community. If you're good, you naturally be discovered by the national federation. Be an wako junior level competition, as a district competition, and a regional competition. It's up to you to go through the ranks and as a rise up to the level you become and as you be recognized by the national teams.
Okay. enti the wo no eno ane say won so I am who say from secondary school sukura no obi wo no as sports wise no you good sometimes PE masters no near the end
exactly. If you are good at your game, you definitely be found.
Yeah.
So through the structures now, especially in the school system, and I make us say we need school system crowd. Now say be about table tennis, but baby obono. Then naturally there'll be one or two word around say but when immigration for peko general GRA for peko. So naturally if you're good you come up.
You be found. Okay. And no na yan one or two calls will be nothing. But when one question be you want to put across nothing young lines in here 0204 875 875 0209 875 875. Many GOC president Ben Nunoo Mensah na edin come exclusively anopay. Ya pese ya mo akwanya no na o question bi a opese obusa no especially mo talent no e wo soro me e bia na wakwanya kura ni o na ya recommend o ne do ama federation bi na chese o na akoro no demu ana akosi Ghana na e wo Olympic Games no e mo France ne do akobi enti 0204 875 875 0209 875 875 ubetimi afre question bi a wo busa no ubetimi abusa 0204 875 875 0209 875 875 wenda
we dey na person busa president say na say enya ne tie say volleyball for bi akokadwa mu wo Egypt na mo fra say kabi nti wo na so betua nti say say o denye wa say dey say o ko tutu say sika no ti person ka betu ma chechire mu na samwo techi boxer no nyombe bi na mo framam say kabi sikasembi chese ayensembi brebe media no we can we once dey hu explanation papa bia for information dey ma yan listeners no tinka betimi a baby so kakra che
okay briefly I'm say volley for asem no minim how to no but yes volley for a competition Olympic qualifier Cairo and as usual team na kodru of course omoko no sika nko so omode ko no omentumi nyane nyina mfa nko nti omudu ho no na I say you need to pay before enter into competition. Now international sports there Olympic committee no more recognize say show more yebediso because they have a way of reporting us to the IOC. It's just a procedural thing. Okay, and the muma Olympic committee for no nchro emre and say e be a kabia wo ho no after we no e be tia me so e ba sa no me ko hu minister and a minister kan chro ma won omokoba ministry no be pese scan it since we no have been sorted out.
Okay,
Samuel Techi
me ba no obeko Samuel Techi so ma me fa me call we good morning we didn't baby akasa free. Yes sir we didn't baby akasa free me ntio
it's also a belong to your family Eric Taylor
ma me ntio
but on bezem bisa micha pini anopes bezem bisa asem fa this lady Mata Bishop. I don't know if it's in the line.
Okay.
No. I just want to find out what is the latest about that lady because then very good potential. The problems in Qatar, as of now, we don't know if she can give us a little bit of that lady. Thank you.
Okay, me da say obeka ho asema 0204 875 875 0209 875 875 for friend drop us I try why mpa chew a challenge no pay but e be sort why nti mpa chew a yanko yenim aha
okay well Samuel Techi issue I say
okay me ba na so odi ni ba bi akasa free
from
nana ya ma yenti o
akasa free Jamestown
nana ya ma yenti o free Jamestown
me Samuel Techi na okay so always they are complaining. And I'm already that topic, you know, but I'm at the class, that topic, and it's a in some woman.
Yeah, that's a papa.
Everyone kills the moon, and number, so make me the number, but I don't want to come up with no confirm.
Okay. Yeah, that's CP, and oh dear, 0204 875 875. Said I'm a kind of friend to my try. Why? Now, a challenger, we are really working on it. Ever fat. Why? That's it. Udini baby, I can say free. Dini baby akasa free. Hello. Hey, ebrani so na wo afre gina so a won kan hwe me yanko yanim. Ma memra ha. Yanko. Udini baby akasa free.
Good morning.
Me and you.
Okay, person you chief say I'm sorry, because I need to do with that question. Ghana concentration now of Black Stars. Other sports activities, you find concentration for. But trust me, and also the medal. Then see, Mr. Mo, from my drink call my and also a stadium star. Yes, Olympic game next year. No, is it one day go on one? And I said, the war farms are not being a photo for Simoto Wino. And also how far? Most of construction about and Kosokra, I stable improvement test for and also how far. And I face a test of God. University uncle, so I don't know.
Okay, Medasa Papa, President Ebekani Yanwasem Ede Amai and Sana Wasorin Kunyaso, Inti, Yantuaso, 0204 875 875. And 0209 875 875. Dini baby akasafri.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Really Papa Black.
Me and you.
Back Mamintia, your papa ne who can say I will now papa because my team interview can 2 times. I think the next in the interview on that from that the pattern person me Butan say now I think that we are saying to be question, no. The name is that said no can be in case of a battle or may GA president. I think that obey me abway and that means Mutan say they are not bad no say almost a 6 years and I think coach D but on so Olympic committee and at Olympic and mine. I am Bonaman and I say on the William Moshe and I'm Petini Butano.
Medase Papa, Udini baby akasafri. Udini baby akasafri. Okay. And you know, yeah, nothing. Yeah, my president in Yano na Yano no uncle to one you so and no pay. It's answer as so she won't pa. And okay, we I was so into young coy. Udini baby akasafri.
If I take your voice,
I quit what my casafri.
Thank you.
Ayo, me and you drink higher.
I say, I am not money show the time because sports there. Now also penny catchy and none of pay rainbow. Why is Rapa because Papa we answer na Benyano now I bring you but I can say rainbow Dana 40 now now not taking the Montino and none of pay with me by there. Uncle Ben Nunoo Mensah. Yami shell you ma obo. Then I knew a Juma or Yabo Magana sports. Then now can we play games here? Elcosia. Sunday, publicity from Kaka. Last time to be a Kawatamo, a Ghana and 74. A Diamacata same boat. Your body dear behind him, Naya football, and we can't see an Jamaica Dino. Your boat same boat, none your Maya Koya, into Nema and you call that discipline. A Diamacata blast near football is a Kaya Diwa. Yes, a benefit there. Last time I bought a tournament near this year, Tamba. In the Mayankasa Black Star, Maya Moka, Nemono, other sporting discipline, in my and in Kong, 90 million Ghana football, any sports, and Kunim, and Kobasa de Dian, football star. Papa no, or sponsorship, or Boma, other sporting disciplines near Diana. I will say, Yabuano, so now to me, I get the Mao, my Ghana. Uncle Ben, you mentioned that you're one what they are between the asshole, madam.
That's a papa, mammy, and all the idea brain out of it. He said, President, a kind, yes, will be pitch you be against the blaster, and as you see, you attention, the blaster. But what we are saying is a warm fra, show more equitably. Aha, pay their needs, sir. Aha. Udini baby akasa free. I be a do we try to echo. Udini baby akasa free. Ghana from Pesposo. Okay, yeah, on you know, so you didn't baby akasa free. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, didn't baby akasa free, Yanko.
Empato, your family bright, because every other bracker.
Opening me into you.
Maybe you say, last time, Lancasano, attention, Emma Blaster is too much. Yeah, so I'm coming fashion. I am Shishan Kwan, I want to be person. Blaster and tea, maybe making a kind of Kwanka open because of Blaster.
Hey!
It is when you say Blaster Kwanka, you Blaster Kwanian for attention in the resources now for packing different sports. Blaster, meaning who for so be all Blaster.
Opening me that say, hey, Blaster and Faso was so pacho. Why, young fancy president, your cousin, dear Chira, and the Yao Moako. But the president, church him, not saying ya will be the infant. Blaster and you said your can, a one brander, a promote to Ghana pa, who see a young Faso be also share. Papa, your poor Catania, they promote to Ghana brand and pa. But yes, we have equitable distribution of resources. No, we are there. President, now with Techi.
Come now, but first, a clear lamp, I made us say, and Muslim Muhammad development of Ghana sports. Say Nipa no Okasa also on it some teaching native. So on it to I'm sure say. Obi who say and I say and also who say and Rechi minister Efre Samwetichi Efre ne papa and the president of boxing and the deputy minister chief director in our minister office ama nukre wasem no ebededi. The fact is Samwetichi winning bronze medal ebaye no. Yes, abane promise na si ebema o A B C D. Sika Samwetichi o ka say ye de neka $20,000. Say sika no development money ebia or man per se as he's going along or developing and I say investment be any yama no. And no kra no wajim be $10,000. Uka ya mo kan say be ma ye de amount. So meaning ma mean who say eno intina ebia Samwetichi can say on competing magana because or say on one kasa de even though Matis Okeka ko baby or so on kasa official and on kasa da inti me sure say nipa no no ne Samwetichi na ti obekire ne say at least omuhia minister office no nukure no ebede di say yes abane can say be money 20,000 out of it no first oji $5,000 Emma okoji another $5,000 can ye can say be man no omodi amano inti mi modie mi nyini say issue but as usual media for fast story kakra no me projecting na quite sensational story just to get the needed attention but that story no it wasn't wholly true say Samwetichi see on Magana because yedeneka enye nukre
okay
sike ka se ebe man enye ka development money enye sika di kukuru ni nyina ade ama as and when you are developing no but Samwetichi ade ba ko so ye bia enye Ghana fo nyina ade uko Olympic Games ibaya and call professional. Afedu baby who say nkola no mo ko amateur no. Omunya be 9,000 Ghana cedis a man no. Oba mi fie e ka chemsi. Sisi ade opeso ba back to Bombers. Opeso ba back to Bombers now. O say wo so when you place no. Me wa wait na wo ko no. Obi wo ho ano so sisi a wo ko no ya ade pa aye friend no come. Inti me kra make say before they go to Dakar no. Say also most selected the best and our coach in the president they can say any or say Samwetichi or a Jaguar or who is the best but unfortunately Samwetichi never showed up you cry any entries for Dakar no don't see be who no passport me who say these are underlining problems are not say issues it is will be bad out not so can say of course or no cancer one cancer and also on cancer and or the man in see her but there are issues and also there are challenges with Samwetichi here yes ye can ye pesi ye can ye be can sempa what is important is say ye nyina ye moa boy no when they are young they people tend to mislead them people tend to play with their intelligence it definitely they are bound to face these challenges ye nyina ye moa Samwetichi opeso akuma Ghana and that is his passion so peso akuma Ghana ye nyina ye moa no nkuma Ghana and as ye mpija no nkoto the other year or because Matabisa unfortunately Matabisa no enye GOC for NFM Matabisa Ghana Athletics for 70 I think say it would be best addressed by Ghana Athletics. Obinsu Kaba Legon Stadium na ye de baba ye games no. Yes, there's a lot of work going on especially Legon. Uko ho ukra we ni beji. of course Botima no materials in there maybe delay kakra, but as at enroll more call service, I think say Botima is also picking up well. May it say be by December and I say latest by February no contractors be handing over a stadium no ama a local organizing committee in I hope say, and I'm saying that in terms of GFA no I think say me football no if be uncle full name say na more House of Folk, and I was very much instrumental your for African Cup against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And I've been in Aroras, I've been in House of Folk, and I think say my weightlifting, my cricket, and sometimes you could beyond a certain level now. I don't think say international status no it be made me back to being National Federation president. I think that's Olympic Committee president. No, the next level of women say I'm moving on to become a statesman in sports per se, and coming back to a National Federation. The enyadia me hokra.
Well, yeah. Now, back
various associations, you know, so most selected athletes in for the national team
now. We have no control. May say, maybe a weightlifter, and I know more about weightlifting than maybe I make us say GOC president no at that time. It is a name coaches and I'm a technical man selected. Weightlifters are why wouldn't weightlifting? What can you say about it? That is why the GOC will depend mainly on the national federations. Some of the athletes in Brand not almost say these are our best 100 meters runners now. We have no doubt to challenge them, especially if it's coming from the president of the national federation. Will be about table tennis no. Everyone say Ura Mauko on the table tennis president. Would table tennis be more than me and me weightlifting? So why should I doubt say or no? But of course, there have been issues that have been complaints about national federations or most selected athletes who are not the best. These things they come and some of them a few times we say be a nukra woman. So that is why most of the time you encourage national federations say more the athletes Ebrea or more kwako jinemu Ghana. Bring your best. Yeah, we have no way of determining these are the best or these are not the best. They know. I hope said they will be fair to Ghana and give us the best athlete to take to international games.
There have been the debate about treating both female and male athletes in the disciplines equally, including equal pay and benefit. Does he subscribe to that debate?
Well, if I have to speak as a marketing person, which I am, I think reward is tied to ABR. Income are ever in, and as your level of visibility. If I have to speak as a marketing person, make us say practically, it will be a bit challenging because you're a men footballer, World Cup now, we share the viewership and then the number of sponsors who want to put money in it. Okay, but speaking as a gender advocate, I think we should be moving closer to where yema ubia, irrespective of your gender, irrespective of your race, we should give equal opportunity and I say equal reward to ubia. But the practicality, and on ibia make us a bit challenging.
But should we be looking for equitable distribution and I say equal distribution? Because I think we should be pushing for more of equitability than equality. Because the thing is, president only went at here. Na yamfan say was a mushad ye wo you so. Mujina ho wa saying winter. So me kasa me equal distribution. I will give you the same level of maybe a table so munina so. Still winter will not see.
It doesn't meet.
But if I'm doing equitability, I will realize that winter height no o wa say no into who table no beba from kakra. That winter the end kosro. Na munina munya at par.
Come now, you are right.
And it is not about giving everybody the same, but obia at least
per their need now make
yes per their need. They don't give the 3 Lions of England will not give the men team and give their women the same thing but at least almost no kakra almost a bit more Blasters can yasadi above you nyami Thursday, Central African Republic. President,
think if we get our game right, it should be a walkover for the Black Stars.
Okay.
If we get our things
right. That's the caveat. If we get our things right.
And I think Chris Hughton should be on top of this game. And I have no doubt that we should be able to walk over the
Central African Republic for Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I say you are talented.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
The problem now has been how to arrange them and now BBC. I don't know.
Harness talents.
Because Europe says Ghana talent. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But and what you are saying is that if we get our game right, it should be a game
which I think we should. Somebody like Chris Hughton in the driving seat, we should be able to do that.
Okay. President Yadase. Maybe I can
be on football.
Olympic
team under 23 is under him.
Okay.
You understand? Say Paris. Just say Yentimian qualified to 2024 Olympic again.
Okay.
But the female team are still in contention.
Yes. The Black Queens.
The Black Queens
still
are in contention.
Football.
Can't say me and football. In fact, I started my sports administration with football. I was the chairman of Auras. So many Frank Nelson, Money Bentila, Yenny Pija Auras, I am here and Sana Kofi Anoche Numba take over. So I love football. Football is my number one sport. But you see, baby, I need to look at all the other sporting disciplines and to be fair to all of them. I think football is had more than enough attention from Yinina and from everything. That is why Mifi said that she was a little bit more focused on the other so-called least finance sports.
Okay. President Yadase. Ora Ben Nunoo Mensah na no pe ni din kwa. Yadase pa sa mo so mo respond ye. Mo amo Fred mo question ba mo amo test ye. Yada mo na se pa. Enti
ne bout no be no about.
Boxing. Fa Medred fa bu ko video no to so na enfanya president kwan. Oko ya no ne DJ president kwan no. Ora Ben Nunoo Mensah GOC president. And I'll tell you something in the Incomo and Anope.
Program that was in Yaminshra Munina, and Pachayano, which are brew and Yakubu Mamma.
Brew and Yakubu. I was young to us from a higher Rainbow Radio International 92.4 London 87.5 Ghana. The big interview at the Abana Yanu Ben Nunoo Mensah, Edi and Como, Ewo Aha. Ya told you